Hey everyone, this is Black6 from BZPower, back here for another LEGO set review. We're sticking with the Star Wars Series 3 Microfighters, and today we're taking a look at 75128, the TIE Advanced Prototype, which is also from the Star Wars Rebels show. So here we've got the box. You can see that this set contains 93 pieces. It retails for $9.99 in the States. Ages 6 to 12, we see the set number, set name. Of course, we've got the Microfighters logo and the Series 3 logo at the bottom, along with the Disney logo. Then the TIE Advanced prototype itself takes up a good portion of the space in the middle. And then, of course, on the top, we have the LEGO and Star Wars logos. Looking at the side, we have a 1:1 scale image of the TIE Pilot minifigure. And of course, we have the Series 3 Microfighters logos in French and I'm assuming Spanish. Then on the back, we have got the action features being shown off a little bit with the flick fire missiles. No stud shooters here. Of course, we can see the Ghost with Hera in the background. And on the bottom, it wants you to collect all 6 from the line. So let's open it up. Sometimes I usually like the push tabs, but in this case it kind of backfired on me a little bit there. No worries, we'll get it open. So inside we just have one kind of big bag of parts, and then one much smaller bag, and then the instructions. We'll take a quick look at that. So we've got the same artwork as on the front of the box. On the back, a robot telling us we can win, and then some pretty basic instructions. Finishing things up, don't shoot at people's faces. We've got the inventory. We've got another ad for the Microfighters, and that's pretty much it. So now we'll take a closer look at the pieces. And here we've got the parts for the set, only 93, so really not a whole lot to see. Taking a look at the parts from the first bag, the ones that stood out were this 2x2 round plate with a kind of unique printing pattern on it, only available in 3 sets, all of which have been TIE fighters of some sort. Then we've got this medium stone gray roof tile piece, 1x2 with a 45-degree slope, but also a 1x1 plate on it. Only available in 7 sets. Also in this bag, nothing, some double cheese slopes, some 1x4 bows. You can see we got the flick fires, the minifig head, some headlight bricks. Nothing too impressive there. And moving on to the next bag, the only somewhat uncommon piece is this 3x3 quarter circle plate, which has only been available in 9 sets in the medium stone gray. Another piece that jumped out at me, but is not that uncommon, is we've got the 4x4 transparent black dish with the TIE Fighter cockpit printing on it. This has been available in a pretty large number of sets, including like some Jedi Starfighters and some other Star Wars sets, and possibly even outside of Star Wars. Other than that, lots of plates. We've got some dark gray, lots of light gray, just a little bit of black, some inverted slopes. Got a nice 4x4 light gray plate with a 2x2 hole nut. Decent selection if you're looking for gray, and some black, but nothing really too extraordinary. I would not have picked this set up just for the parts. I'm picking it up because it's a cool little Star Wars set. So speaking of that set, let's take a look at how it's built. And here we've got the completed set with only 94 parts. It goes together in no time. We'll start by taking a look at the minifigure. So we have got the TIE Fighter pilot here. He is not unique to this set. He has come in 2 other sets. The minifig scale TIE Advanced Prototype and the Imperial Assault Carrier, both from Rebels. So he has, I believe, the same mold as we've seen in many other TIE pilot helmets, but with possibly some fairly unique printing with the nice little Imperial signals, some nice silver printing on there that goes down onto the torso. You pop off his helmet and you can see he has got the, I believe, pretty much just a generic clone face that we've seen a lot of the clone troopers and stormtroopers and other Imperial troops, so nothing too exciting there. You flip him around on the back and he's got some more printing on there continuing his flight suit. One issue here is when you put the helmet back on, you can really see the back of his head. So it would have been nice if either the mold covered that or if they had used a black head with flesh printing on or printed black on the head there to help hide that. Not a bad minifigure. Fairly rare, and if you want to get a whole bunch of TIE pilots, this is a good way to get them. Of course, you wouldn't have TIE fighters unless you built them yourself, since this guy's kind of a little small to count for a fleet. I'm going to be comparing this set a lot to the Microfighters Ghost, since it's kind of the companion set for this, and also it's the last set I reviewed. That set included Hera, which was only available in a fairly expensive set previously. Would have been nice if this set had included one of the Inquisitors, whether it was the Grand Inquisitor or the 5th brother or 7th sister from season 2, especially those other 2 characters, since they're much less common, since they are the ones you see piloting the TIE Advanced prototypes much more than a TIE pilot. Anyway, looking at the ship itself, it definitely kind of captures the shape of the TIE Advanced. I'm very appreciative of how kind of rounded they made the main cockpit. And then they still got the slopes of the struts on there. They have the coloring pretty well. The TIE Advanced prototype is interesting in that the outside of these wings do not have solar panels. Those are only on the inside, which you can see are black here. On the back, you have this hinge clip that kind of is giving you the idea of the engines on there. The bottom is pretty plain, although you can see the flick fire missiles. I would have preferred stud shooters. But it is what it is. And of course you have a little cockpit here, no control panel or anything. And then on the sides, on the wings, you have that nice printed tile to kind of give it some nice detail. As far as play features, the wings do fold, kind of for landing mode, and then they can fold back out. And for attack mode, and we can put the TIE pilot in there, of course, and he fits pretty easily. A little snug with his blaster in there. I think you gotta make sure his hand is out of the way, and then he goes in there. As far as the build goes, it was pretty straightforward. The solar panels are all identical, so that was kind of repetitive, but for a small set, it's together pretty quick. So we'll test out the flick fire feature. So, as long as you can get a good angle on them, so not like that, there we go. They can launch pretty decently. Then it looks a little silly on the front. Of course, in order for me to launch the missiles, because I have big adult hands, I had to move the wings a little bit out of the way. So it's definitely a nice little model. Like I said, it captures the source material pretty well. I think they did a good job of getting the rounded look to it. Maybe another slight gripe is they use this Technic half pin with a stud on it to hold this on, and as a result that spins a little annoyingly. I'm not sure what they could have done really to fix it necessarily without doing some interesting and tricky kind of offsets to get a stud in there instead. Of course, the best thing you can do with this set is, if you have it and you also have the Ghost, of course, then you can play and they can swoosh and have dogfights. A lot easier to shoot for Hera to shoot the TIE fighter there, and I have no idea where that stud went. Hopefully it turns up. but definitely getting more of the microfighters adds to the playability. So all in all, for $10, it's 90. You get 93 pieces, which are useful if you like gray. So if you're Batman, it might not be a bad set for you for pieces. But for a little model, it definitely is not a bad little set. I will definitely be keeping it together for a while, displaying it with my ghost as kind of a little duo there, and kind of making a nice little display piece showing off both my Lego and Star Wars fandoms. Only, the main gripe is I would have preferred to see the Inquisitor in there as opposed to a TIE pilot. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this set review. As always, if you could like and subscribe to our channel, we'd really appreciate it, and allows you to get all of our videos as soon as we post them. And of course, you can check out the full review for this set on BZPower.com, where we'll have some nice high-res pictures and some more in-depth thoughts on the set. And while you're over there, make sure you check out the rest of BZP. We've got some active message boards where you can discuss all of your favorite Star or Lego themes, and share your creations, play games, and just kind of generally have a fun time with other like-minded Lego fans. And we've got news that gets posted on the front page every day, keeping you up to date with all the happenings in the Lego world. So I think that just about wraps it up. Thanks again for watching. This is Black 6 from BZPower signing off, and I will talk to you next time.